Welcome. Welcome back to the channel. This is Life with Miss Jewel, your favorite recovery life coach. Oh my goodness, life has been lifing, and let me tell you, it's exciting. It's exciting. And today, my soul tribe is rehab versus rehabilitation. In this episode of Steps, we will be wrapping this segment up. Steps have truly been stepping through life, that transition. So today, the healing power, returning to self, reclaiming who you are. Dun, dun, dun. I'm glad you're here. And if this is your first time, welcome. Pull up a chair, because this one's going to get real. I'm going to start today with a question, not a rhetorical question, an actual question I want you to sit with. When you decide to change your life, what did you think you were changing? Please comment. Leave a comment at blackjewels.com. I want to interact with you. What was it? Your habits, relationships, substance, patterns, a way of coping that stopped working, that may never worked at all. Most of us, when we enter any kind of healing process, we think of it in terms of stopping. Only if I stop drinking, only if I stop self-sabotaging myself, stop picking up the wrong people. Just stop. Stopping don't matter. How you stop and what you replace it with. That part is real. I think a lot of us get lost. I mean, really lost, sometimes years. We confuse rehab with rehabilitation, and they are not the same thing. And today, that's what we're unlocking. This is episode 6, rehab versus rehabilitation. The return to self. Let's get into it. Defining the difference. Let's define our terms, because words matter. That's why I call my poem book Words, Fears, and Tears, because words have a way of living your life, whether clear or far by the way you stand. Rehab and the words that is using control. It's behavior. It's about moving the thing that's causing harm. And again, necessary. That is where we get caught up. Critical. Even. You cannot rebuild a house that's still on fire. You have to put the fire out first. Those desires that burn. The flame. It has to go. And here's the part nobody tells you. When you walk out of that fire, the house is still standing there. Who was I before all of this? What parts of me are worth keeping? What parts of me were never really me to begin with? The shift from behavior to identity is everything, because you can't stop a behavior and still feel completely hollow inside. You can be 90 days sober, 6 months out of a toxic relationship, or 2 years into therapy, and still wake up every morning feeling like a stranger in your own life. A stranger in your own body. That's not failure. That's the gap between rehab and rehabilitation. That's the work that comes after the stopping. What does healing really look like? I want you to ask that question out loud. Cutting off your hair, cutting off your locks. We have a very specific image of it in our culture. It looks like someone who was completely transformed before and after the old version. Dark and struggling, and the new version bright, put together at peace. And the story goes in one direction. You leave the old self behind, and you step into the new one. Clean break, a fresh start. And I want to gently but firmly push back on that. Because in my experience, and in the experience of so many people I've talked to and learned from, healing doesn't look like a before and after photo. Healing looks more like an excavation. You're digging, you're uncovering, you're bringing things to the surface that have been buried, sometimes for decades. And what you find there isn't all ugly. Some of it is, some of it you look at and say, yes, that pattern kept me stuck. The story I told myself about who I was that wasn't true, or it was a truth I outgrew. Let it go. See the rainbow. And some of us, it's gold, it's resilience. You forgot you had. It's humor, it's creativity, it's tenderness, it's fire that goes buried under the survival strategies. Things that are still yours, things you'll never actually lose. Well, real healing isn't about erasing. It's about reintegrating, bringing all of yourself back to the table. The wounded parts, the strong parts, the shameful parts, the beautiful parts, and learning to live as a whole person instead of a curated one on display. No, when we think about the red shoes and the brown shoes, oh my goodness. I tell you about the red shoes and the brown shoes because this is the metaphor that changed how I thought about things, how I think about all of us. Imagine you have 2 pairs of shoes. The red shoes, flashy, bold, a little dangerous. Maybe they took you places you shouldn't have gone. Maybe they were your party shoes, your escape shoes, the shoes you wore when you were running from something. They look good, but they got some miles on them. Some of those miles weren't pretty. The brown shoes, steady, grounded, reliable. These are the shoes you're learning to walk in now. The therapy shoes, the recovery shoes, the I'm doing the work shoes. They're not as exciting, but they're taking you somewhere real. Now here's the question. What do you do with the red shoes? Most of us, when we're in early healing, we want to throw them away, burn them. We associate them with the old self, the bad choices, the version of ourselves we're trying to leave behind, and understand that impulse completely. When everything has hurt us, you want it gone. But here's what I've come to believe. You don't have to throw away the red shoes just because you're wearing the brown ones today. The red shoes still belong to you. They're a part of your story. The person who wore them, that was you, flawed, hurting, searching, sometimes reckless, but you. When you throw that person away, you don't just lose the bad stuff, you lose the wisdom that came from walking those hard miles. You lose the empathy you have for others who still are in the red shoes. Yeah, the work of rehabilitation is learning to hold both parts, to say I know where those red shoes took me and I'm not going back there. And the chapter made me who I am. I don't disown it. I don't perform of shame. I carry it with me as evidence of my own survival. You choose differently now. You put on the brown shoes, but you don't pretend the red ones never existed. And that's the work. That's where the rubber meets the road, because choosing differently is hard enough on its own, but choosing differently while also holding your past with compassion, that's a whole other level of work. And here what gets in the way is shame. Shame tells you that in order to be trustworthy now, you have to hate who you were then. That if you don't perform, enough regret, enough self-punishment, even distance from your old self, then you haven't really changed. Then you're just pretending. And that's a lie. And it is one of the most damaging lies in recovery culture. Because shame doesn't actually change behavior long term. What it does is keep you in a constant war with yourself. You're not moving forward, you're just fighting. And eventually that fight exhausts you, and exhausted people go back to what's familiar. Compassion, on the other hand, understanding why you did what you did, what you were trying to survive, what you needed, even all the wrong ways, that actually creates the space for genuine change. It happens because when you understand yourself, you can interrupt yourself. You can see the pattern coming. You can choose differently. That's choosing. And that's what choosing differently looks like. It's white knuckling through life. It's not gritting your teeth and refusing to be who you are. But it's actually understanding your own wiring well enough to redirect it. You keep the self-knowledge, you redirect the behavior, and that's the move. That's the come up right there. To see the shit before it happens. Go right instead of left. Zig instead of zag. We gotta reintegrate. Who are you gonna let sit at the head of the table now? give you an image to close out with. Now think all the different versions of yourself. The happy people sitting around the table, the child who learned to be invisible to stay safe, the teenager who found belonging in all the right places, all the wrong places, the young adult who made choices they're not proud of, the person who survived things they never talk about, and the person sitting here right now, listening to this, trying to figure out what comes next. They're all at the table, all of them. Rehabilitation doesn't mean you kick everyone out. It means you stop looking and letting the most wounded version of yourself run the meeting. Or that screaming child that wants attention running the show. I remember I showed up in a hot pink snakeskin purse, and let me tell you, this was my Gucci knockoff. But when I wore that, I was showing up and I was showing out. And I don't throw that hot fur coat in the Sacramento heat away. I embrace it. Because even though I endured the heat, I'm laced a different way now. So don't discard those parts. Don't pretend that they're not there. Don't lock them out of hope. Because they showed up. Rewire them. Because they show up. And in your triggers, in your relationships, in the moments where you're tired and scared, or in your old habits start whispering, you let them be there and you acknowledge them. And then the one doing the work, the one choosing differently, the one who earned a seat at the head of the table, you lead. You lead in grace and dignity. And that's what it means to return to yourself, not to become someone new, but to finally fully become who you actually are, all intact. So let me leave you with this. If you're somewhere in a healing process right now, whether in your early days or years in, or you're just starting to ask the questions, I want you to hear this. You do not have to earn your healing by hating who you were. You do not have to perform transformation to prove you changed. You only allow to hold your whole story. The messy chapters, the ones you're not proud of, the ones that broke, you open all of it. The story is not a liability. The story is your depth. I don't discard who I was. I decide who leads. So write it down. Put it somewhere safe. Seal it on your heart. I don't discard who I was. I decide who leads right now. And let your moral compass guide you when the old voices get loud. Thank you for being here for episode 6. If one thing landed on you, share what's on your heart at blackjewels.com. Once again, share what's on your heart at blackjewels.com. And if someone needs to hear this, share it. Take care of yourself. Until next time.